Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Wednesday, November 26th, 2025. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the senior minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, he's my husband, you know, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2025, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots magazine, with Queer News Tonight sharing over 11,000 stories and 11 million views so far.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Quaker theology reimagines sexual morality through the lens of selfless love. The core theological stance of Quaker spirituality shifted the focus of sexual morality away from specific acts to the quality of the relationship. Quakers have famously stated that an act that, quote, expresses true affection between two individuals and gives pleasure to them both does not seem to be sinful by reason alone of the fact that it is homosexual, end quote. And that such relationships should be judged by the same criteria as heterosexual ones, the presence of selfless love and the absence of exploitation. The Queer God Squad wholeheartedly agrees. It only makes sense that a relationship, there are things that make a relationship holy, and the presence or absence of Y chromosomes isn't one of those things. It couldn't possibly matter. So I know people have got their prejudice. I know people have got their social conditioning. I know there are social taboos. I know you want to read all of those into some sacred text that you pretend is authoritative so that you can act like you have no choice but to have this prejudice. But all of that is constructed. All of that is negotiated. None of that is timeless and eternal and true. The truth is, love is healing. The truth is, love is uplifting. The truth is that if you can experience love in there's so much hate in the world. If you can get a piece of love in this hate-filled world, you are super blessed. Yeah. And if the person you're sharing that love and affection and care, you're taking care of each other, you're making each other's lives better, you're sharing it together, it's you two against all the difficulties of the world. If you can get that, whether you or that other person stands or sits in the bathroom is completely irrelevant, right? And so this just makes sense. And I think that non-religious people figured out, and I think maybe super liberal religious people figured out, but Quakers were among the first to just say it out loud. They've stood by it for decades now. They've always been friends to the LGBTQ. The friends have been friends of the LGBTQ community, and I really thank them for that theological insight and boldness. That is obviously it's an a priori fact that love is love is love.
Right. It is about relationship. That's what it is. It is about relationship. And this seems to me to be just a more open-minded explanation of sexual morality. I think there's a whole lot of other people, a whole lot of other faith communities that could kind of follow suit on this.
You know, I like how it says, Quaker theology reimagines. And I think if other groups took the time to reimagine the human side of all of it versus what Scripture may or may not say, I think a lot of them will come out on the other side where the Quakers are right now. And I think that having them to reimagine what this type of theology and how they are putting it into practice is also an example of how other religious groups can put it into action as well. And so it takes away a lot of the sting, if you will, that has been imposed on so many people through so many religious denominations for so long to say, let's reimagine what this looks like and let it be loving, let it be wholesome, and let it be complementary to who you are as individuals versus all the other trappings that so many people have put up with it for so long.
Yep.
I like that. I was just listening to a Black Baptist preacher reimagining in the Quaker vein love. He asked his congregation, do you choose to love the person that you love? Is it something that you woke up and said that I want to be heterosexual? Or were you just there? And if you're just there, then imagine your LGBTQ plus community in love with someone who has the same sex as them. Reimagine how you think about sexual relationships and reimagine how you look at love. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, wow, he could have been a Quaker if he wanted to be.
Yeah.
I liked it.
People sometimes try to reduce it to procreation, but in a world where there are just countless children needing to be adopted, in a world that's overpopulated as it is, or certainly close to it, in a world where there's such unjust distribution of resources, so because of that, until we address that, there will always be lack and deprivation where there need not be. In a world where people don't stop in their relationship the day after menopause hits, in a world where birth control medication is a $1 zillion a year industry, it's a silly argument about procreation. And a lot of people who come out have procreated one way or another, and a lot of same-gender loving people have adopted or had surrogates and have wound up being amazing parents, or they came out after they already had families that have turned out to be amazing parents. So it's a silly argument. Love isn't just about procreation, and if it ever was, it doesn't seem to be a big, huge issue today.
Yeah.
And but still, that makes it be transactional. We're talking about love. You're talking about making future farmers and lawyers and bankers. Like you're talking about, how to keep the shops filled in the next generation. We're talking about just being in love.
Yeah.
And which isn't at its best transactional. And then, it's not about making things happen for the future. It's about being true to who you are and spending this moment healthy and happily.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's today with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, I want to invite you to check out our performing arts series. Here is a taste of what's coming up in December at the Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts.
On December the 6th, have I ever sounded more Arkansan? December! Anyway, on December the 6th, the Sunshine Cathedral Music Ministry presents its annual holiday concert. It's free, and it's a wonderful way to kick off the holiday season. So tell your friends about it and save the date, December 6th at 7 p.m. at Sunshine Cathedral.
The very next night, December 7th, brings Matthew Darren's annual Holiday Fantasia, always amazing, and this year it will again be co-hosted by Varla Jean Merman.
Then on Friday, December 12th, the Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida will be performing.
And the very next night, December 13th, the Girls Choir of South Florida will be giving their holiday concert. And the night after that, December 14th, it will be Broward Women's Chorale's turn to bring holiday joy in music.
On Friday, December 19th, will be Charmed by Treble in Paradise. Their concert is titled Treble and Tidings, an a cappella holiday.
And on Saturday, December 20th, Anthony Nuzade will be performing with a community choir.
In addition to these amazing performances, all of which can offer an add-on Cathedral Pub experience for purchase, allow me to invite you to Sunshine Cathedral's Christmas Eve services at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. December 24th.
Please like and share this episode on your social media and look for Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram.
You can also like our individual pages on Facebook. Remember to visit sunshinecathedral.org frequently. There you will find Bishop Talk, where Bishop Durrell and I interview queer religious leaders and activists and scholars.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together. And also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.